Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mario Decentralized channel. Today we are going to talk about the current situation in the crypto markets. We can see here Bitcoin dropped quite heavily in the past few days from $126,000 down to 111. We also had the flash crash down to $102,000 and the biggest altcoin crash ever seen. Many altcoins dropped 75% in just a matter of hours, so you have to be very careful in the markets right now. That's why I always say it in almost all of my videos: just use a stop loss and a take profit. It will take so much stress from your plate. If you put a stop loss and a take profit, you don't have to watch all the time your phone, you don't have to watch the charts. You are always happy. Just make sure you have a risk to reward ratio of at least 3. So in case you have let's say if you use always a risk to reward ratio of 3, you can have only one good trade out of 3 and you make your money back. That's very important. Also, position sizing, it's crucial. Don't use more than 1 or 2% of your portfolio for a trading position. Like that, you avoid bad night sleep, you avoid a high heart rate, you are more relaxed and comfortable, and you can make better decisions in the market as well. So these are the most important tips if you want to be a sophisticated crypto trader. Now let's jump into the chart and see what is happening here. In the morning I talked about this M pattern forming here that broke down, and I mentioned that we might see a $2,000 move to the downside, and that's exactly what we are seeing right here. I already was showing you this support zone in the morning, this blue line right here, and it seems like we are holding it. We created kind of a double bottom here. We can see here we had the same stuff happening again, so kind of a double bottom and a bounce to the upside, which is nice. So let's see now. I would like for Bitcoin to go above this resistance line right here at 115 or 116 more precisely, and after that we might open again some long positions. If this support line is not going to hold, today we also have Powell speaking in a couple of hours, so the market is up for a roller coaster ride. So be very careful, don't use too much high leverage, and always use proper risk management. So we can see right here, let's see if Bitcoin is going to hold the support line. We have to go above the 116, and after that we might try again to go above the 120 and even for a higher all-time high. Now the question is, what is going to happen if we're not going to hold this line? There is a high probability that we are going to test this spike down here again. Usually when we have these big liquidation spikes, the market tends to test the bottoms again. So it's probably going to test the support zone, create a double bottom here, and then start moving to the upside again. If we are not going to have a double bottom formation forming here, and we might even break down from the support line, then I definitely recommend you not to open any high leverage positions, because the market will be very unpredictable, I have to say. So if we're not going to hold this, the next stop is at 93, and then we can even dip down below to the 75k, same like it happened beginning of the year when we dropped from 100k, we dropped down to 73k. So you need to be very careful. It's not unlikely for this to happen with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still a very high risk on asset, so you need to be very careful trading it. We can see it here. We dropped just from 1 second, the chart is still loading here. We dropped just in March from this year. We dropped around let's quickly measure it for all of you right here. From December down to the bottom here in April, Bitcoin dropped 32%, guys, and many altcoins dropped 75%. So it's not unlikely for this to happen again. It's quite possible in the crypto space, so you need to be prepared for that. That's why I would say don't open any high leverage positions, and always use a stop loss and a take profit. Like that, that's the most important rule. That's why I'm mentioning it in all of my videos now. Just use a stop loss and a take profit. That's how the professional traders are doing it. Have a exit plan basically for your trade. If A happens, we do A. If B happens, we do B. And like that, you just basically are doing it from the beginning of your trade with a stop loss and a take profit. I'm already working on something for you there that will help you tremendously in the opening of your trades. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna come out probably in the next upcoming days. But now back to Bitcoin here. We talked about it. Next support zone is at 102, the next one is at 93, and we can even test the $73,000. So you need to be very careful in the markets right now. For now, I think the market has topped out. So at least a local top for Bitcoin, unless we are going to manage to go above the $120,000 very soon. But for now, I think the market unfortunately has topped out at 126k. RSI was massively oversold. Also on the daily, we saw it. RSI was massively oversold. We are not yet over, actually was overbought. We are not yet oversold. So I would just wait on the sidelines right now for the right trading opportunity. I'm actually more thinking about to open some shorts than longs right now, just because the market is very tricky. I think the bull market might be over, unfortunately, without an altcoin season like we know it from before. We had, of course, some altcoins pumping, some memes pumping, but unfortunately, it's not like the previous bull market. So we need to be prepared for this. I will still buy more Bitcoin on spot, DCA, and I will also trade with you together. Bitcoin is going to be millions and millions of dollars in the future, so I'm not worrying about my Bitcoin holdings. And if the market goes down, I'm also going to make good profits because I'm a trader. I take advantage of the volatility of the market. So actually, high volatility is the best for a trader because we can make a lot of gains that we can convert into Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some other long-term holdings. If you want to trade, like you see me doing in my videos here on the VX platform, you can grab up to $30,000 in bonuses. There is also the $1.5 million VX World Futures competition going on, where you can win up to $1.5 million in prizes. Check it out. It's ongoing for the next 16 days. So good luck for all of you. Let's win this thing. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to take profits. See you all again next time.